Hi, I'm Jade, and today I'm doing a post review. Okay, so I'm going to be doing a post review for Yume from Margret Morales, well, by Margret Morales from DIYMoonshop. I've had quite the experience with this canvas, and you know, it's not all great, not all bad, but I just want to say a quick little disclaimer. Because of my last DIYMoonshop video where I gave my opinion, I will have an iCard right here. I just want to say there's no hate, hard feelings, or anger towards the owners of DIYMoonshop. I'm sorry if I hurt your feelings. I understand what it's like to have a business, but I felt it was important to share my experience because I did pay, even though I got a refund. It was still something that was paid for initially, and that's something that was possible that other people would have. So I'm sorry that I hurt your feelings, but I do feel it's important to be open and honest with my audience. And hey, if you decide to allow me to buy from your shop again, I will give an honest review if there's any improvements. But for now, I'm going to be honest and say the opinions I currently have. So this is not me trying to be hateful, this is just me being honest. And yeah, so let's go to the canvas so that we can discuss. Alright, I do want to say that this is completely sealed with Mod Podge for various reasons, so I'm going to enter a clip that so you can see what it looked like before I did that, just because transparency and all. Alright, I have Yuki finished, and I'm going to insert this right before the final look at the canvas. I am going to seal her right now because I've been having a lot of drills jumping off the canvas. It's not popping drills, it's like the canvas isn't sticky enough for them to stay down. Like, if I were to swipe my hand, at least 3 or 4 drills would pop off, and that's been my experience. And since I already moved all of my drills into my jar, I need to seal her as soon as possible instead of waiting till after the post review, and that way you guys can see also what she looks like after she's been sealed. But I do want to show all the gapping that there was. There was really bad gapping on this canvas. You can really see it in all the dark areas because of how light the canvas was printed. All of the dark areas were like green instead of like blacks and browns. It was kind of strange, but there is quite a lot of gapping, which I'm hoping sealing it helps, because it was not nice and my hair kept getting stuck in all of the little cracks. So I've never had an experience with that, like with squares. So yeah, I just want to show this real quick as is before I Mod Podge it. That way I can show you the final result, but also give you the information of the canvas before she was sealed. Now that you saw this, like I said, is Mod Podged, which brings me to some of the things that happened with this canvas. Real quick before, I want to say that this is a 40 by 53, 45 colors, and it is acrylic drills that are square. Every kit I got from DIYMoonshop was square, so that could showcase what went wrong. And for this piece, it was $78 plus shipping. I bought 4 paintings, so the shipping was $50. So let's say this is like 13 bucks shipping plus the 78. And again, I did get a refund, just to be clear. First, let me start off with the good things. I think this art is absolutely gorgeous. Margret Morales's pieces are all stunning, and her work just like blows my breath, or takes my breath away, blows my breath away. I just love the blushiness of her hands, and everything's so delicate and ethereal, and it's just a total vibe for me. I really like that. And the rendering, I feel like for the most part is spot on. I don't like it when companies over render, and I don't feel like DIYMoonshop ever does over render. I just don't like it when there's harsh lines just because they want it to look a specific way. Like, leave the painting alone. I like it when it's, you know, it's closer to what the artist intended it to look like. And for DIYMoonshop, that's like a big thing that I say like they are great with their rendering. I think their rendering is beautiful. This is the medium size, and I do think it looks pretty good from further away. I think if you wanted something that you were going to see like more up close, I would get the largest size. And if you're going to have something out of the way that people aren't going to look at very closely, then you could probably go to the smaller size. Had I bought this again, I would have gotten it in the large size just because I like a lot of detail and I'm somebody who likes large paintings. But I don't think that their smaller paintings are horrible, and I think it gets the image across. I think in the camera you can see. The only issue I had with the rendering is I feel like, and this could be a drill issue, I feel like the mid-tone gray they chose for the gradient in her skin was too gray to like blend with this cream color. And again, batches of drills can get weird, so I'm not going to fault DIYMoonshop for that. It's just, I feel like it looks a little weird with how big of a contrast there is, because everywhere else there is a lot of like shading like in the flowers and it doesn't look as bizarre, whereas I feel like her neck and really in her wrist it looks kind of funky. But I do think this is beautiful, and I'm gifting this to my grandma, and I will still be finishing the other kits that I have from DIYMoonshop, plus a few which I will talk about later that I bought from a buy sell trade website. So, yeah, okay, now let's move on to the not so fun parts, the negatives, but you gotta do what you gotta do. So, some of the issues I had with this were, there was a lot of gapping, and there still is. There's like hardcore gapping. If you can see by her chin, right where that purple is, right there. And this is all over the canvas. I single placed a lot of this with tweezers to try and minimize the gapping, but it did not help that much. So towards the end I did start multi-placing. I was having a really bad issues with the drills. Now I think recently they have upgraded their drills. I can neither confirm or deny this because I am unable to buy any more paintings from DIYMoonshop. I have been banned, and that's okay. They can, that's her prerogative. However, I'm not going to be able to tell you if there is a difference. But these ones were acrylic, but they were lower quality acrylic because they kept sticking to my pen, and it's either the drills were so matte that they were sticking to my wax and glue dots, or the canvas wasn't sticky enough to pull the drills to the canvas, because I was having that problem a lot, and that was another reason why I moved to tweezers, because it was just not working. And if I rest my hand, like say I was diamond painting her face, drills would come up on my hand right here, and it was just very disappointing. Another thing I wanted to mention is the top. There was part of the top that was completely uncovered, and the drill field got completely not sticky. It was covered in dirt. It was this section right here. So I decided, since it was the first 2 rows, I would just cut them off. That's why there is no top. I will eventually cut off all the sides on this painting, and I just realized part of the glued part is, it doesn't have a plastic cover. It's just dirt. What the hell? I just took the plastic off, and it has like glue on top of it. What in the world? I will be able to show you the symbols a little bit. Now, for me, they were very blurry, and I couldn't use a light pad because it would blow out the symbols. But I have heard that their printing has improved and their canvas has changed. So I'm very happy to hear they are making improvements and changes. This is from a kit that I bought. I purchased this, I believe, at the very end or mid-April, and I think I received it sometime mid-May. Again, I will put the unboxing video for the DIYMoonshop I did so that you can see that if you want. But I just wanted you to be able to see the symbols. They were very hard, and there were specific symbols. I have notes here. There were 5s and S's that were both grays, hard to see. There were these 2 Y's, which were both kind of mauves, so that was kind of hard to tell apart. And then for some reason, the plus sign and the that symbol were really hard to tell apart on the canvas. I don't remember how they looked off the top of my head, but I do remember I was struggling because I wrote them down. And again, I did get a full refund, and you know, the art is beautiful. I absolutely adore Margret Morales, and I recently found out that she has licensed some things to Heaven and Earth Designs as cross-stitch patterns, so I think I will buy those and convert those to diamond paintings, because one, I cannot buy from DIYMoonshop, and I have bought some, like, people were destashing their DIYMoonshop kits, so I have bought 2 because I want to collect all the Margret Morales. I think they're so beautiful, and I'm willing to deal with the issues, and just, I'm willing to deal with the canvas, and then I'm going to buy my own drills to go on the canvas because I just love her work so much. And I did reach out to her to try and get a solo license, but she is exclusively licensed with DIYMoonshop when it comes to diamond paintings. So, you know, I have to do what I gotta do. So, if you know anybody who's selling their Margret Morales kits, let a girl know. But only if it's square, because I'm picky. Alright, now that we have that out of the way, I'm sorry for being a bummer. I really don't like to give negative reviews, but I feel like it's important to share because you have to have realistic expectations of what you're going to buy so that you can make your educated decision on if it's worth it for you. Now, some people, all they care about is the image. Totally cool. Do it. Do you. For me, this experience was not my favorite, and I just have to be honest about that. But I will let you guys know how I feel about it when I use resin drills that I have bought to do a different DIYMoonshop kit, and I'll show you how that goes. So, also, I don't know if it's true, but some people are speculating that DIYMoonshop moved to resin drills, which if they did, kudos. I'm happy they're improving. But again, I cannot share those changes unless they change their mind and allow me to buy from their shop. If not, that's totally cool, but yeah. As for now, I can only review things that I buy secondhand or that are from my original purchase. So let's go up to the camera and let's finish out my thoughts. Sorry about that. I'm a little antsy. I don't like giving negative reviews, and my first video, I wasn't happy to post it, but again, I felt like I needed to, and I feel like I'm going to say a disclaimer a million times, but it is what it is. Gotta do what I gotta do, and if I'm a review channel, I have to give the good, the bad, and the ugly, along with the yay, pretty, shiny, yes, I love it, you know? So there's that. You're always gonna get an honest feedback from me when it comes to those things, and yeah. I do think the kit's really pretty, and I'm happy it's done. But that being said, I am happy it's done because it was a nightmare working on it. Girl, it was a struggle. From the blurry symbols to the not sticky canvas to the drill quality plus the gapping, it was just a wreck. But again, I'm pretty sure they improved a lot. I will link you to Emeralds and Fairy Lights video. She just recently got a newer order, and also Lizette's Craft and Tells. I will link both of them. They both did recent orders, but those are both rounds, so I can't say as to how the quality has changed for squares. I've yet to see a review for the newer release of squares, so maybe those are resin, maybe they're not. I'm not really sure, but if you know, or if you have seen a video where they're reviewing squares from DIYMoonshop from the most recent changes, let me know. I definitely want to see that, and I will post it to my page so that people, if they see my DIYMoonshop thing, I will put a link that people can see how it is now. I don't want to be mean, I just want to be fair and honest. Look at my dog, see, he can tell I'm stressed. He wants to come over here and comfort me. So yeah, again, sorry for the negativeness, but thank you so much for watching. Now that this is the end of the video, for this type of thing, I wanted to keep it at the end. I do have a Buy Me a Coffee, and it has memberships. If you feel like either just doing a one-time donation, you can do that below, as well as joining a monthly membership, which has different benefits, I guess. And one of those benefits is being added to the list at the end of the video of people who are supporting me. And if you don't feel like supporting me monetarily, or you can't, that's totally cool. I don't need your money. If you don't got it, do what you gotta do. But if you do feel like you want to help but just not in that way, you can go ahead and leave a comment down below and leave a comment of a butterfly or a moth, because those were in the painting. And that would really help out my channel, because it tells YouTube that, hey, you like my content. So thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you being here, and I'll see you next time. Bye.